Hey guys, Rich here. Welcome back to the RCINFORMER YouTube channel. Got a small hand launch plane here coming from Hobby Zone. This is their 50mm 3-cell powered AVANTI. It assembled very simply. It just had 4 wing screws and you glue the horizontal stabilizer in place. So I did do an unbox video of this and a sort of a quick assembly of it. I will put the link to that in the upper right hand corner of the screen. You can click that little round circle and it'll bring that down so you guys can see it. There's nothing to it. It's a cakewalk, and I do a full review of this whole thing. Simple 3-cell powered hand launch airplane, folks. And right in there I've got my little battery. That's just a Venom 1300 3S, and that right there is a nail. Okay, that's for some weight to get the CG right. Now I put my own CG stickers on there, okay, just to get it right. 65 to 70 is what they say in the book, and it does have its own onboard stabilization, so you can see everything's working okay. This is the maiden flight, folks, so this is really first time out with this whole thing. All the features and intricate details of all this are in that unbox video. We'll talk a little after we land, but mostly I just want to sort of hand launch this and get it going. So you ready to roll? Here we go. Let me snap this thing in real quick, and we're going to hand launch this into the wind, even though there's really not a lot of wind right now. Need to get a windsock here. Got good power. Let's see, we got right aileron, left aileron, we got up and down. That's all you got, aileron, elevator, and throttle, that's it. So, all right, here we go. Very nice so far. This is one of those jets that probably gonna, actually I'm not at full throttle all the time. Let's go full with it. All right, that scoots around, not bad. I'm going to go to a lower elevator rate because I'm hunting around with that CG a bit. All right, not bad. Sweet little plane. All right, let's see. See how it does inverted? Very nice. Not bad for first flight out. Very cool, very cool. Tell you what, I'm going to belly land it. I want to give it a shot right out here in the grass, right out front, and do another hand launch with that. Very cool, very nice. Very cool. Now I did set up rates. If you can zoom right in here on the elevator, you can see right now, here's where I'm flying it. I left the throws and everything pretty much the same, but that's 70%, that's 100, and that's 125. So, and the reason for that is, actually at high speed, I went to the low rate. Ailerons are as such, that was at normal 100% travel, and that all seemed to work out real well. You've got skids, one here on the grab rail, and that's a really nice hand launch device. You've got these little fairings to protect the servos, but those also act as skids. And then there's a little tail skid there. We got a magnetic hatch, which I show in the actual unboxing stuff. One of the magnets popped off. I just used some foam tack to put it back on. We got our cooling fin here. Also, these front screws were real loose. As I screwed them in, they just sort of stripped. So I put a thicker screw in these front two. That might be a one-off, but otherwise, that's all I really did, I think, for the changes. So, all right, here we go. Let's go again with it. Hand launching. All right, very nice. I probably need to trim that elevator back a little bit. I gotta try this on a 4S too and see what it does. Yeah, let me trim it back a little bit because it is a little nose down. There we go, that's much better. Let's bring it back. Coming in hot here. Presentation pass. Very nice. Wow, it maneuvers great, like an Avanti should. I'm gonna go vertical here in the middle, get it going straight down, going up, here we go. Peters out a little bit, I'm just gonna tail slide it and see where it goes. There it is. Power's in, coming back around again. Let's do some steep turns. Now I've noticed compared to like the L39 that Aeros and Hobby Zone makes, this one does have a little more pep for a 3S, probably because it's smaller, it's cleaner, doesn't have the scale details. And but it still feels like you could use a little more power. But again, it's a hand launch plane. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too special with it. Do a half Cuban. I'm gonna go to my full aileron rate, try the roll rate out. That's pretty quick. That's at 125% travel. Very cool. Let me do another belly land with it real fast here. gonna bring it back to the middle. Power off. Just let it come right down here onto the grass. Man, lands nice on the cow pasture, I gotta admit. All right, what do you think we got for battery? Let's take a look. If anybody wants to wager on that, let's see what we got. Let me take a quick look and see where we are after that short kind of just bout there. See what it's at. Let's see what we got. All right, we're at 30%, so I'm gonna do a change out right now. I brought a spare with me. These are the packs I'm using. These are Venom flies. I don't know if you get zoom in on that. That's just a 1300, it's a 30C, so nothing too special. I do need the nail in there. If you use a heavier battery, you're probably not going to need that. That just literally sticks in there for a little extra nose weight, and that balances me right about 65, okay, and that's what the extra weight's for. The reason I went with the crudity of the nail in there is because I want to be able to put a larger pack in there and go a little heavier with it, but I think the weight on this is fine the way it is. These 1300s are nice. Probably 1800 would be probably about the way to go for, you know, kind of a balance of size and weight and stuff, but if you put a heavier battery in, pull the nail out. And that's the thing. There's a nice little slot up here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a little slot in there that lets you put that in diagonally. It's not meant for that, but it works. So just a heavy nail, and that's the size of the nail. So it's a pretty hefty nail size that I stuck in there. But there's a nice little foam thing in there that I can stick it all the way down sort of into that nose cone. And that allows me to fly with the lighter pack with the nail. And then when I put a heavier pack in, we can push that baby all the way to the back, pop the nail out, and make sure the CG is, you know, the same and it's good. So otherwise it'd probably be a little bit too nose heavy-ish. So I'm going to try to slide this battery a little farther forward than I did before. Try and get a little bit better balance. Let's plug that in. Let's see what it does. Let me let the stabilizer. It does have onboard stabilization. So we'll see our ailerons start moving. Elevator working, nice. So I'm using 70% on my elevator. I'm using 125 on the ailerons for the high roll rate, and that seems to be pretty good. All I have in here, I don't know if you can zoom in on that okay, but all I have is just a simple Hobby King little 6-channel. You can use a 4 or something, but just real basic. Flight stabilizer's right there. Make sure it's secure in there, and you're good to go. I didn't do anything with my elevator travels or with my horns or anything. I made no adjustments. But here, let's see. We're good to go. All right, here we go. One more hand launch. Let me strap in here, and let's get rolling here. All right, hand launch. So we're going to do a runway landing too, I think. Here we go. Very nice to hand launch. They have probably some of the best grab rails on their airplanes. Let's do some slow passes with it. There's no flaps on this thing. Here, let me get over here. See if I can bring it in slowly. A low pass over the runway. Very nice. Like it. Sorry about that. Fooling the camera guy. Let's come down the runway hot here real fast again. Very smooth. Very nice. Oh, that sun is coming out now. All right, let's try a runway landing. Let's see if I can get it on our actual pad here. Very nice. Let's check for damage. That's my first belly landing on our surface, and part of the reason we use this surface is because our new runway here, it doesn't obviously, it's not like pavement where it's going to tear it up. And it's, you know, it's not like geotextile where it leaves that black stuff. It's a little rough, but it's basically a hard felt. So that's pretty good on the airplane. Not bad. A little scrape in there after landing it on the grass a couple times. You know, that's pretty decent. Minimal damage. So here we go. Woo! There's plenty of elevator travel. I was just doing that. Yeah, baby. Yeah, definitely cool. Check this out at Hobby Zone on their Arrows line. That's what this is. Slow roll. Very nice. There's about an Avanti in every size. There's a 50, a 70, an 80. I don't think anybody makes a 90 in foam anyway. Wow, we're nap of the earth here, baby. Very cool. I like it. Holy smokes. I am impressed. Very cool. I'm finding I am full throttle most of the time. But that's this thing. Probably on a 4S it would really cook, but you also might smoke the speed controller a bit. Very low, very slow. That's nice. I like that. All right, we are probably about out of battery, so let me bring it on in. Let's see if I can. I'm probably way too hot. Let me go around. Try and get it right on that runway again. Let's see, let's go for that. Beauty. All right, it's like landing on a sponge. So this is awesome, folks. I'm really impressed with it. Nice little hand launch. I usually prefer planes with retractable gear, flaps, bigger stuff, but you know, if you like hand launch planes, this assembles with 4 screws. You glue the tail with some CA. You put your receiver in, only need 4 channels. The 4th channel is for switching your stabilization, okay? So I've got that assigned to this 3 position, and in the middle it's off. Up, it's in that wing leveling mode where it kind of corrects, it limits your pitch and bank. And then all the way down, it's sort of like the stabilization mode, which is really where I had it that whole time. So let me just check the battery here real fast, see what we used up for that flight. And it looks like we are at 29%, so definitely not cutting into the battery too much, but that's an honest, kind of decent flight time for it. So. All right, guys, that is it. Be sure to check for the unboxing. I'll go into all the detail there on this whole thing. It really, like I said, assembles in really just minutes after gluing the tail. Flies fantastic. That's my first 2 flights on it without even really doing hardly anything to it. So you guys can check this out at Hobby Zone. They're Aero's line of airplanes. I'll put the link down below in the description box. If you guys want to get one of these, it does support the channel, so please click our link below. But awesome. I can highly recommend this. It's super nice. 50mm, 3-cell. Really nice airplane out of the box. If you don't have a, if you don't have a good surface, to land on or whatever, this is great for grass anywhere. So, anyway, guys, please share our videos. If you can, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. That'll let you know when we put out new videos like this one on new stuff coming. So, we're here at the RCINFORMER field. We'll be doing more here. I want to thank everyone for coming and watching this review. As always, we'll see y'all next time.